This time on Woody's Garage. Looks like we might need a professional.
Okay, we're back out on the yellow Craftsman today. My repair should have worked okay. I got hasty and pulled out the wax paper and it sucked the whole thing in. So I got some water weld, I think it's called, by JB Weld, I think. And that way you can make something that's a little more substantial and won't cave in, I hope. The gas tank is pretty grody. So I want to try to wipe that out with some paper towels and a chopstick. That looks better down there. I found a replacement drive cable, or whatever they call this cable. Hopefully that'll work. Right now, I didn't mention, I can't pull it backwards for some reason. So that drive system is all screwed up. Okay, I don't even vaguely have a clue on how this drive system works. But I took out, I took out the center blade holder shaft deal. Came off pretty easy. And then there was this washer. I mean, is it supposed to be a wave washer? Or is it just wasted? I think I can flatten that down. And then this. You can see that these two form a pulley, and as this goes in and out, it raises the ratio. But that's about all I know. This thing seems to work okay. A little crusty, but okay. Oh, and this that I thought I had nice and lubed up and working yesterday, well, it sticks like that. It really should snap back. And it makes me wonder, did it have a spring on it or something? There's no real evidence of it, but I don't know. Might have to pull this thing all apart too. Yes, it is a bearing. It actually moves pretty well, surprisingly. Okay, we moved inside because it's raining again. Okay, this thing is called the 6-speed power propel drive. It says disengage drive when changing speeds. Shift only with the engine running. So that could make a difference. The cables just are definitely not working right, and they look like they're stock and they are freed up, so they work okay. This one just travels on this plane. This one travels on this clicker, which I think I showed you before. To kind of click through the gears, kind of goes into the groove there. And the cable's sitting here. You can see, like I said, this cable sort of has two positions, it looks like, probably as an adjustment, and the other one has an adjuster right there. But we're not having much luck with it. Maybe there's a video on it. So this springy thing right here is about the only thing I can screw up in here. And I'm thinking that's where it goes. I mean, it's got to click on those, so that's got to be right. It can't go over this pin. I don't think I can go over that pin. Maybe it can go over that pin. Didn't seem right. Yeah, I'm sure this is insanely boring, but that seems to fit in there pretty good. If you can see, there's a pin on the top that has to fit in there as well, and you get your clicks. I mean, that seems to be right, but it's weird how it kind of leaves the cable here that has the adjuster so slack in this pocket, but it seems to be working right. And by the way, this wavy washer, I think it's supposed to be like this. It looks a little wanked, but I think it's actually supposed to be, and I'll show you why. Here's a whole assembly, and everything looks right the way it was. And right here is the wavy washer. And everything looks like it's there. I came all the way up to the control part of it, the plastic levers and that kind of thing, and all that looks like it's there too. It just puzzles me, obviously. And on this page, we see our other friend that we're having a hard time with here. And there's not quite a lot of information to tell you like what is in this thing. You know, you look over here at this spring and you go like, what does that go to? Well, it probably goes to this flap here. I don't These things are always so hard to read. But yeah, this thing, I think it should be spring loaded, and yeah, we got it loose going back and forth. But there should be like a tensioner on it or something. I don't see anything around it that's like a spring to keep it, a load on it. And back on the PP lawnmower today. Let's see. This looks like it's gonna hold, I hope, till it vibrates off. We got to figure out the cables or something. I was thinking about this like last night. It seems to be like it's overly complex, but it seems like the cables and stuff work together, so I'm gonna have to make it work. Okay, we want to dig a little deeper. I took off the pulley here. No biggie. I measured the belt, it seems to be within specs. And I want to take off this cover and see what I see. Okay, this bracket goes over it and holds the cable. Yeah, this cover isn't coming off. Okay, this cover doesn't really seem like it wants to come off, but moving this bracket around, I found, you see it in there, that spring? And it is broken off at the end. And it doesn't look very heavy duty, so I'm not quite sure what it does. I don't think it pulls this. Man, this thing's a pain in the ass. So there's a drive mechanism in all this that drives the wheel. I did see a chain listed, so there's probably a chain inside this case that runs this. Yeah, I was thinking about taking this off for bolts, but then like, where does it go? Right against that. Maybe, I don't know, you take the wheel off and then you take this nut off here. Oh, and I noticed this spring I pointed out in the diagram. This is where it is. It's for raising and lowering the height. So, that spring, see that arm right in there? I'm wondering if that's where it goes to. Once again, it's kind of light duty. Bit of a breakthrough, so I put the wheels all the way down to their lowest point. Glad I realized that, and I was able to get the cable holder out and take a look at this spring. What a wimpy little thing it is. Probably got something like it. So I took out this screw on the back here that kind of holds the transmission unit. The whole thing flopped down nicely. And I notice that there is there's a nut down here I can take off to hopefully take all this out of here. It's a nut that goes on in a washer and 2 washers. Okay. I don't know what's under here now. Yeah, you can't see it, I can't see it. But there's some kind of thing under here. Okay, I'm looking at the transmission again, and there is nothing around it that is a spring. So, you know, I can't even get an idea of what it's actually supposed to look like. It would be like right about there. And my selection of springs is lackluster. That's what I'm looking for. You know, I got it in the vise. Pulling it to see the tension. There's some tension, I'll tell you that, for a little tiny spring. This one has some tension. But, you know, how long does it have to be? What is the part that broke off? That's the difficult part, because I got to put the thing back together to see how long the spring needs to be, I guess. But, yeah, the choices aren't good. These are all fucking flimsy, you know? Yee. And my other old spring selection is pretty craptacular too. On further inspection, it kind of looks like it's taking a turn right where it broke, like it wasn't long. So that's kind of good. I was thinking of, can I attach a wire to this somehow and use this and extend this? I think I found my candidate. This is a little stiffer, about the same length. It's gonna have to do. Okay, I got a spring in there. Hopefully it'll stay. Okay, we got all that some razzmatazz back together with the spring, a bolt up top to hold it in place, and this is what we got for belt. Now, doesn't that look like it's too long for you? It should kind of be like this, I would think. I just don't know how we're going to take up that much slack. I don't get it. Okay, we got the controller back together. The cables are all slack, but they are attached up here. Okay, we got this cable hitched up. I don't know, it looks like everything should be working, doesn't it? But look at the belt. And we got this one hitched up. Spring loaded. Should I put the baffle on and the blade and try it? I don't know. No drive at all. Try to pull a handle. Nothing. So the last time I tried it, this was completely loose. The cable was completely loose. I had to fight to get it to its most slack setting, where this cable is totally tight. So, like, that's not right. And the wheels will go forward, but they won't go backwards. And leaning the mower forward like that, I destroyed the oil filter, the air filter, which is now an oil filter. So it looks like I lost some footage where I started the mower after rethreading the belt through that pin that I've noted a couple of times. And I heard a clunk, then I heard a bigger clunk. And it broke the piece that I'm about to show you that I had to order a new one of. Alright, we're back on the yellow Craftsman today. We got a new one of these jobs. The blade adapter. Looks just like that one. These are weird. It kind of comes down to an oval. You can kind of see that. Kind of strange oval shape. The new one looks exactly like it. I've been looking at this schematic here. And with it, you're looking at the bottom side and it gets very confusing, but the part we're really having a tough time with is this. Whatever I did last time, I don't want to do again. I don't want to break another one of those. And right now I got it on, so I think everything is right, but I cannot be sure. I pulled out the plug to pull it over with it in gear, so to speak, engaged, I guess would be more correct. And it seems to be doing what it's supposed to be doing. Take a look. No plug in it. I'll pull it in so I can pull it over. I'm going to, actually that's, okay, pulling that in so I can pull it over. Then turning in the wheels so that they would engage. I guess I can just hold it and pull it over without it making any noise. The back wheels turn. That should be right, but of course it's going slow motion. I don't want to break another one of those damn things. So here's the bottom. And this is how it's routed. There's this little arm right here, and I got it on the outside. I think before maybe I had it on the inside. The engine moves counterclockwise like this. It's funny, but all the drive is up here to tighten the belt. So you get kind of confused what's driving what, but this is what's driving here. The blade is on, the cover is still off, just to see if it works, and God, I'm scared to death to start this thing. Alright, ready for it to explode for the second time? I hope not. It's going to smoke a lot because it's been up on its head. The oil's been dripping out of the exhaust. If it starts. I can't believe it. Oh man, I've been shitting bricks over this thing. Oh, that's great. I'll put it together the right way. We'll put the plastic baffle in. Just, yeah, you gotta take it apart one more time. But we know how it goes now. It didn't even smoke much. Maybe it's all the oil drained out. Time for an oil change. before we do that, we're going to take the air filter, which turned into an oil filter because it got saturated. Just going to hit it with a brake cleaner. And hope it'll be clean enough. So I got this thing loosened for the 50th time. I got the blade off. See, here was the new blade adapter. See how egged out it is? That's what it's supposed to be like. Weird. So we gotta take the cable out again. And this is how it goes. This thing goes against the belt. I think I had the belt on the outside of this, and it wanked it. So don't do that. So I gotta put the baffle on and put it all back together. Well, that's a ball buster. I didn't have to loosen up this. I forgot this can just go over like this and screw it in. Okay, the baffle cover's on. You know, I'm able to notice other things now that I'm not concentrating on that, and that's that the front wheels have a wheel set here. There's an awful lot of choices, doesn't it? I like to keep my mower really high, so I think I'm going to put it all the way down to the lowest one down here, and these in the back seem to be all the way up to high. And then I got to see just how you use these as a grease circ. That's kind of neat because I do want them to be wobbly. I'll do the same on the other side. And this is all you do. Move from locked to unlocked so that the wheels can move around. We'll get some grease in them too. Probably the first time I've ever been greased. Now we'll warm it up and do an oil change. I don't know how. I'm gonna dump the oil out of that, but I guess we gotta get clever, funnel or something. All right, that does it for this one. It was a pain in the neck. It was kind of scary, but we got it, which is great. No electric start, and the battery's dead. I'm not buying a $100 new battery for it. But yeah, we put 20 bucks into it and an oil change, and that's it. We got like a kind of zero turn-ish type push lawnmower. It's a professional. We'll see.